This year, you have chosen as your recipient a person that I think is one of the people in our state who has done the most to help improve public schools and help all of our children.
You know, North Carolina has a tradition that has made it the great state that it is, and that is that there's always a cadre of men and women who are exceptional leaders.
He never gives up and he never gives in, particularly when he knows he's on the right track.
Well, this person is not only a friend of education, but a friend of progress.
Under his leadership, we made it the best early childhood program in America.
He lives here, he knows the people, he knows the issues.
This year's winner has been there from the beginning.
The recipient is very persistent. He does whatever it takes to get the job done.
He has been so involved in education and knows how important it is.
He also understood that it was important that children start to school healthy and ready to learn.
His motivation is completely honest. He believes in public education.
He's a really strong leader. All the things that we need to keep our community moving forward.
I will always remember his vision and his work and his belief.
He wouldn't do what he's doing if he didn't believe in it.
The recipient is a vital member of our community. Not only does he operate successful businesses here, which employ hundreds of people, but more importantly, he cares about the community across the board.
But so influential in public education period, and does so much for this community, for the region, and is a very special individual.
He believes that the political process is important for doing the right thing for children and for vulnerable populations. And he has a no-nonsense approach to doing it.
He loves to get in the middle of things. He's not afraid of controversy. Matter of fact, he enjoys controversy.
But he's a man who tries to preach consensus. But his point of view is so clear and so determined that he welcomes you to join him, but if you don't, he's going on anyway.
I remember he won an award from North Carolina Citizens for Business and Industry, and I actually presented the award. And he got up there and started talking about taxation policy and what he believed in, and that had nothing to do with the award he had just gotten. He just took advantage of the forum.
He believed as a businessman that that the early investment makes a lot of difference in what is achieved later. And so because of his work, Smart Start children are better prepared for school than ever before.
It's important that you make such an award because it isn't every day, you see, when you get into really hard public questions, like whether or not Raleigh's going to pass a bond issue.
He and his wife have been very much involved in supporting all of our school initiatives in Wake County. And I know how strongly they support this bond issue, as I do this year.
In his particular instance, his company pays a lot of taxes, and he personally pays a lot of taxes. So he's putting his money where his mouth is.
His no-nonsense way of thinking about this work has served Wake County and North Carolina well.
A state like North Carolina desperately needs a dozen people like him.
He is a great leader. He's a great business leader. He's a great civic leader. And he's a great education leader.
When this award is announced, I think the audience will agree that it couldn't happen to a better person.
Look to people like the recipient this year as a sort of the beacon light to rally people together to say, well, here's where we've got to go.
I am proud of him, I am thankful to him, and the children of North Carolina owe him a huge debt of gratitude.